But yes, and then we are going to move on to our final song for today. We'll make this relatively sharpish just because it's we've currently been recording for almost an hour, so I feel like we'll keep this one short and sweet. And yes, it's not necessarily a new song that we've had; it's more of a revamp, and it is coming from Israel. Now, Israel is in the second half of the first semi-final, but because we don't have a song for Belarus, and Israel is somewhat a little bit more new, we figured we might as well talk about it. So if you haven't heard the new version of Set Me Free, then have a listen here.
I think I'm going back in time. Set me free. Feel my beating heart in perfect harmony. Don't let me down. I'ma make it on my own. Let's see where she goes.
I'm still bitter because I still think Eden deserves better. Like, the song was never going to match up to any of the four we had as options last year. And I think I do prefer the revamp because it feels like it's got much more of Eden's personality in it. And you could really tell when the song was announced as the winner that she really was not particularly impressed. So I think they've really worked on it to make it much more her. And I appreciate that a lot. I like the whistle notes because I'm a nerd and I think that's fun. I know some people think this could possibly qualify, and maybe it could depending on the staging, but I think the song is still not strong enough. And as much as I think it has improved, I'm still very sure that there are a good proportion of songs this year that are significantly stronger. And I'm just so annoyed because she was a top 10 last year. She must have been. And I just don't know what happened, Israel. What happened? Has that ship in the canal, like, stifled everything in your life?
She's gone towards the canal. Just saying.
I'd like to read a poem in tribute to the ship in the Suez Canal right now. My name is Boat, and when I'm tired, but shipping work is still required, then all I want is little snooze. I turn to side, I block the Suez.
Oh my god, that is hilarious. R.I.P. Evergreen. R.I.P.
Okay. I think this song's pretty. It's okay. I quite enjoy it when I listen to it. However, I'm not too sure if the song is competitive enough. I think it's definitely a borderline qualifier. It's definitely not a sure non-qualifier. I feel like it's around the 9th to 12th place. And it will really come down to staging with this one. And I feel like they're staged well. I don't think Israel necessarily have certain songs that are badly staged before. So I'm hopeful. I enjoy it when I listen to it. And yeah, there's not really much else to say. I do think the jurors will appreciate this a little bit more than the televoters will. Because like it is a good pop song. It's just not that engaging. And I'm not. There seems to be a disconnect between the Euro fans and the song, but it's not bad. And I think a 9th to 12th place in the semi is probably respectable for it. I don't know how well it would do in the final if it got there. I think this would run the risk of potentially being a bottom 5 in the final should it make it. But again, I don't think. I just feel sad for Eden because I feel like she's capable of so much more than what this song gives her. I just wish that Khan gave more to Eden than what they have, and it's just, I don't know. I hate calling out broadcasters, but she just deserves better, and she has so much potential to do so well. and it feels like she's not been given that opportunity. And yeah, it just kind of makes me sad.
Yeah, I think the problem is with Israel is that I did not mind the sort of the demo versions. Obviously, you know, we had them, we listened to them, it was fine, whatever. And then when the 3 songs came out with Eden's vocals in them, Set Me Free was not necessarily one that I had picked up on. I did like it. It wasn't my favorite out of the three. My favorite was Ooh La La. But then when Set Me Free was selected, I kind of started getting into it, and I really liked the disco vibe of the chorus, so like with the but now that we've had the revamp, it just doesn't have that same thing. It's not like, it's almost like they've revamped it so much that they've taken out what I like, but they have like upped what I didn't like. So it's kind of strange. They've kind of gone around the point, which is a bit annoying. I think Eden has a little bit more faith in the song now. I think, you know, she comes across a lot more comfortable singing the song. I think it's a lot more sort of modern in terms of the production. She sounds a little bit more Ariana Grande, I guess. To me, this song it's kind of lost what I liked about the song. So it's kind of gone down in my rankings a little bit, which is a shame. But I do think maybe Israel could end up being a weird, maybe borderline qualifier, potentially like 8th to 10th, and then if it does make it into the final, it probably won't be coming higher than about 17th. It's not really